Hello guys, my name is Mirjal Dorkanarap. So this time I will read a story of the breakers of limitation from Gurung Mali. One night in the village of Gurung Mali in Sintang district of West Kalimantan, the night was colder and darker. There was no light at all. The enchanting beauty of Gurung Mali village during the day fell short, and the night was very long. People couldn't do anything other than go to bed, including a man named Nayao. Naya often contemplated what he called do so that the beauty of his village could be seen even longer. This would make people be able to do more activities at night without any limitation. The existence of electricity in their village was impossible to wait for because the location of the village was very far from the government electricity installation facilities. Nevertheless, it did not make Nayao be in despair. When other people could only accept the situation, Nayao began to gather his friends to do something for the sake of the light, for their village and for breaking up the limitation they had. There was a faintly heard conversation among a group of men and women. They gathered before the campfire while roasting corn and drinking hot tea. Your idea is impossible, Nayao, sighed Paoy. How can we build a micro hydropower plant? How much money must it cost to build it? Yes, Nayao, do you have that much money? Nico asked. That's right. Moreover, the distance of our village from the filling river is also very far. Nayao, Paoy scolded. Nayao smiled and said, yes, I don't have much money, friends, but if we work together, nothing is impossible. This is for our goodness. Our village can be bright and beautiful at night, and we can also do more productive activities at night without any limitation like now. If we don't have money, how can we build a ditch to drain water from the filling river, Nayao? Asked Kosa. A woman engrossed in adjust the position of the wood in the pit. We can try to use wood as it is cheaper, said Nayao. How about using diesel fuel to drip the wheel? Asked Sinko. If we use diesel, we have to provide funds every day to buy the diesel, and it can also pollute the air into our environment. If we use hydropower, it's more efficient and more environmentally friendly, Nayao explained. But using wood is still expensive, Nayao, because the distance is very far. We need to buy a lot of wood to build the trains, said Apoy. Building the windmill also requires a lot of money, Nayao said no. We can borrow the material first, then we can pay it in installments, said Nayao. Nowadays, there is no material owner who wants to give their goods without any collateral, said Dasen. I am ready to be a guarantor for the sake of electricity in our village, said Nayao. Wow, that's very unreasonable. I don't agree. I'm afraid the project will fail. There's no electricity and money will be gone. For the worst scenario, we still need to pay for the material, said Miso, who had been silent for a long time. Then some people left the group, only a few remained. They were still sitting quietly. If we don't try to change our condition, who else will change it for us? Nayao said quietly. We can just stand still waiting for the electricity to come from the government, and we don't know when it will come, Nayao added. That's right, said Apoy, who was still sitting closest to the firebox. But I can make it happen alone. Together is stronger than alone, right? Said Nayao. Yeah, let's do it together. I'm ready to help, said Supardi. We can also help. The women's troop are ready, sighed Nino, the young woman among the others. Come on, we can do it together, Hisako said, clenching his fist. The next day, they came to the material shop to discuss the matter. After a few bargaining and such, they made an agreement. They had a deal. Nayao and several supportive friends such as Apoy, Shinkao, Isako, No, Dasen, Supardi, Mio, Nino, and several other women began working together to build a dam and a mill house along with the water channel in the form of a ditch that reached 200 meters in length and 40 centimeters in depth. They worked collectively, filled sandbags for the dam, covered the mill house with tarpaulin, and covered the generator with zinc. Everything was done manually. Every day, their profusely sweat was not felt as a barrier to their passion to change the condition of their pellets. They were eager to make their pellets and light tin and eliminate the limitation of their activities at night. After 3 months, the micro hydropower plant was finally complete. Finally, the house where they lived were enjoyed at night. The Swo profusely doubt the value of hard work, cooperation, and care for the environment than joining in cheers. Villagers were then more enthusiastic about protecting the forest and the surrounding environment to keep the water supplies remaining available. Nayao smiled broadly and was proud of his friend. The beauty of Gurung Mali village will stay forever and people will be more prosperous since they are more productive now. Nayao whispered, togetherness can break through limitation. Thank you.